Say E, A, G, L, E, S. Eagles. Say fly, Eagles fly. Yo, that what's going on, man? You know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy Fully Fresh, aka the General, aka a third of the Battle Birds podcast. What's going on, man? I appreciate everybody that has done it, but if you have not, make sure you hit that sub button right down there. You know, it take 5 seconds out your day to twiddle your fingers and go ahead and give your boy a sub, man. On the road to 1K, but I'm stuck at the toll. You know, I need a little help, man. I need a jump, man. You know, let's get over that bridge, man. Help your boy out. Today, my man out here grinding, selling waters and all that. I can dig it. I ain't buying nothing, though. But here's what we're going to talk about today. Somebody that can come back. Somebody that can be probably a comeback kid, comeback king, whatever you want to call it. A guy that we had let go in 2016, I want to say. Never really played for us in 2015. Undrafted free agent. It's crazy that I was in a position to where though I couldn't watch preseason games. If anybody knows me, you know what I'm talking about. So in 2015, I did read the paper about this guy, and I did, you know, my due diligence. This is before I was reporting on the Eagles and all that kind of stuff. This guy, Raheem Mostert, he led the NFL in yards from scrimmage in the preseason. In 2015. We all understand it's preseason. But you see the talent is there. And I don't know if the running back room was just too full, and who knows, man. I don't understand what Chip Kelly was doing, but that's another guy he let go. We ain't gonna get into Baltimore though. We ain't even gonna get into that, right? So my thing is he has a chance to come back. He's feel disrespected at the with the 49ers, as he should. You're trying to get this man special team money. He led the league. He led the league in yards per carry. He led the 49ers to a Super Bowl. Because let's face it, the quarterback didn't. People want to put Jimmy Garoppolo over Carson. We're not even going to get into that. But people want to give Garoppolo this silver spoon and all this kind of stuff, and, you know, get him pats on the back for getting to a Super Bowl. But it wasn't him. For real. If you want to rank things, he's probably ranked fifth of the reasons why they got to the Super Bowl, and the reason why they had a 13-3 record. Let's just keep it a bean. The number one thing is the defense. Number two is your running back, which includes Mostert. Number three, I'll give it to Kyle Shanahan. You know what I mean? So back to Mostert. This guy feels disrespected, as he should. You know what I mean? I think his base salary right now is 2.5. So if you want, you can probably double that and give this man $5 million. We still are 21 under the cap. You know, so we still have money to spend. 21, 22, something like that. So we still got money to spend. And I think I've been saying this, it's kind of been with the draft and the speed that we got, it's kind of been overlooked, but I've been saying that we needed a power back. We need a lightning to our thunder, a thunder to our lightning, whatever you want to call it. I was pushing for Voice Freeman. I have not heard nothing about that. So I kind of laid off of that. You know, it's a lot of dudes that we wanted, but if you have a chance to get this guy who we already had, who already knows Philadelphia, and is not gonna come over here and be on those second stuff, he know what these fans is about. We ain't gonna talk about. Matter of fact, we is. He ain't gonna do this like he ain't gonna talk about us like Denzel Mims. You know what I mean? He gonna come over here. He gonna put his hard hat on, and this is the kind of guy that you like. This is the kind of guy that we need. I still feel as though Miles Sanders, because he was in that top, I want to say top 5 to 7 running back and yards per carry. So if you got both of these guys averaging 5 yards to carry, both of them averaging 5 yards to carry, every time both of them touch the ball, that's a first down. So I really like this kid, man. Especially last year, I liked him when I put on highlights of him in the preseason, and I looked at him. You know, when I finally came home, I looked at him because I didn't understand why, you know, you let him go, while Baltimore let him go, and now we have a chance to get him back. And I feel as though this is the move that Howie Roseman should be on the phone right now. Talking about. We know we got not a lot of things going on, but we got one major thing going on. I'm gonna get into that. I really tried to not duck it, but I really tried to not even talk about it. But now it's just getting ridiculous. It's just getting ridiculous. But I'm gonna wait for that for the second half. I gotta switch cars, so first half done, second half coming up. But you know, word from my sponsor, man. Yup, you see it, 108 East Baltimore Pike, man. Whatever you need. BBC Bodybuilders Collision got you, man. You need a door, you need a window, you need a windshield, whatever you need. Bodybuilders got you, man. Tell them Philly Fresh sent you. Ask for Diddy, man. Take very good care of you, man. Once again, 108 East Baltimore Pike. Second half of this video. Now, let me start this video by saying, well, the second half of this video, should I say. Let me start this by saying, Desean Jackson was wrong for what he did. Desean Jackson was wrong for what he put on his page. Desean Jackson did not write anything. Desean Jackson did not say anything. I'm not defending, but I'm just telling you that there's a difference in what other people did. Even Drew Brees, even Riley Cooper. Riley Cooper came out his mouth and said these things out his mouth. Drew Brees came out his mouth and said these things out his mouth. Djax very badly, very, very, very poorly tried to highlight things to make the black culture feel better and not look better, but make the black culture look at things like we should be doing this. We should be doing it like this because of look at what the Jews went through, but yet and still they are bonded together. That's what he was trying to do from what I ascertained in it. I mean, I could be wrong, but from what I see what he posted and I try to break it down, and then hearing what Shannon Sharp said that he spoke to Desean Jackson, and hearing that kind of, you know, hearing what Shannon Sharp was saying, that kind of really like, all right, I get what you're doing. You just did it very poorly. Now, the reason that I'm late on this, because I really wasn't going to make a comment about it because I feel as though Desean Jackson will not be cut. But it seems like people want him cut so bad. I'm listening to the radio WIP. John Ritchie, our ex-football player, our ex-fullback that used to play for the Eagles. It just seemed like I don't understand. It wasn't this much uproar with the George Floyd situation on WIP, except for Ike Reese. Shout out to Ike Reese. Because without Ike Reese, they wouldn't even spoke about it for an hour. But yet and still, y'all want to keep pitching at this. What really got me mad is Bleeding Green Nation. Bleeding Green Nation put out a whole article because he liked a post. Because he liked a post. And a post said, it was by Dr. Umar Johnson, who's a very intelligent man, if y'all don't know. Umar Johnson said, I cannot wait until black people doesn't have to apologize for the way that they feel. And he liked that. Desean Jackson, he liked that. Two things can be true. He can feel sorry for the way he said things, the way he went about it, and still feel that way. That people shouldn't have to, or black folks or whoever shouldn't have to apologize for the way that they feel. That doesn't mean that he felt that way about Jewish people. It's really starting to irk me because it seemed like people want to find any way to throw this guy off the team. Even with the Chip Kelly stuff. People wanted him off the team. Like Desean Jackson is a bad guy or something. I don't get it. I don't understand it. What he did was wrong. Yes, it was. But he made a mistake. It's not like he got on live or he got on a video and started saying these things and started saying Jews this and Jews that. No, he didn't. He tried to highlight something to show the black community. Because he has been outspoken ever since the George Floyd thing. But people don't want to talk about that. Bleeding Green Nation, you don't want to put his post about black people sticking together. You don't want to put his post about him saying that this George Floyd thing need to have all people come together. He been posting about that ever since the George Floyd thing. But you picking out this one like of somebody else's comment. Once again, what somebody else said. And you're trying to push him out. You're trying to push him out. I hate to say this, but I'm going to tell you like this. Hey, Djax, man. Got a lot of love for what you do for the city. Got a lot of love for what you're doing. But right now, it just might be the time just to shut things down. Because it's like they got you under investigation. They got you under a microscope. You know how much you got to stalk somebody's page to go know what he liked? Listen, I love the Eagles, man. I love the Eagles. I know it's not my job what I do here, but I love what I do. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to sit there and just, you basically stalking the man page. You're stalking the man page. I'm not going to sit there and just be like, oh, he like this, he like that. What? I'm not doing that. And you're doing it and you're not doing it for the right reasons. I can tell. I can read the article and tell. Because you're not saying nothing in the article. Oh, he liked it. So what? I just don't understand, man. And it's taken away. And this right here, I wish it never happened. I wish Djax would have never did it. I'm not saying it's all his fault, but it's taken away of what we really need to be focused on. Us as black people. Instead of me up here putting my energy defending Deshaun Jackson, I should be talking to another young black person. You know what I mean? I should be talking to y'all about other things. Instead, I got to sit here and defend a man that shouldn't have to be defended, because at the end of the day, he apologized for what he did. Now, Drew Brees apologized. Nobody said nothing again after that. Only thing that I can say is I agree with Julius Edelman. Edelman said, hey, listen, man. And this is the right way that you do it. Edelman said, hey, listen, man. Come to the Jewish Museum. I'll come to the Black History Museum, and we both can learn since you don't know. And that's fine. I ain't got no problem with that. But the way the other guys is doing it, the way that WIP is doing it, the way that Bleeding Green Nation is doing it, I ain't for it, man. I ain't having it. As long as I got a voice, man, I'm going to speak the real to y'all. Y'all already know this. Y'all know what it is.
Stay Philly, stay fresh.